Hey y'all, as promised, this is a review of 6th grade BJU Press distance learning. This is our second year to use BJU Press distance learning as our entire curriculum. Before that, we had used textbooks from BJU Press, like their English we had used before, their spelling we had used before, but this time we went all in last year and we really love it. It's easier on mom. I'm not pulling my hair out. The kids love the teachers. There's a separate teacher for each grade and they watch the lecture and then they go do their independent work in their workbook. So first we have 6th grade math. And there are some worksheets I mentioned in the other two reviews on the other two grades. We consider worksheets, for the most part, busy work, and we do use them if needed. If a student needs more work, more practice on a specific lesson or a subject, then we definitely do use those. But if they don't need it, then if they've got the lesson and they've got the information, we just move on and go past that. We have English, and I talked about this in the other two reviews as well. English has every other chapter is writing, and the alternating chapters are grammar. So they learn the parts of speech, they review it year after year after year, and then those alternating chapters where they work on creative writing, we really kind of skipped out on those. We didn't give as much attention to them as we should have, and we are killing it on grammar. This year we're going to be focusing on the creative writing, which is something they really need. They need both, but everybody can remember if you were in college, then you wrote a report over and over and over, and you wrote a report on everything. There was a report due for every subject. So there is just a few handouts for the English and the creative writing, and she is in spelling 6. This is the last year of spelling. Woohoo! Then she's done. I really love the way their spelling is set up. There's a list that follows a pattern. Each list has a different pattern. Then they write the words, and I don't know if you can see in this one, it'll show you why they're spelled that way. So this one has the suffix IFY, ACTION, IFY, FY, and so you kind of put all of your list in a category there, all of your spelling words in a category, so that you are rewriting them, practicing writing them, practicing going over the words, and it kind of gives you a little understanding of how they work together. There's a proofreading, another word study. There is 4 worksheets for each list. There's always a dictionary skills lesson, and if you do a 5-day school week, then on that last day you have your final test. They also will have a practice test sometime in the middle of the week and kind of gauge where you are on that list and what words you really need to work on. I really like this method of learning spelling words. It's more than just writing them over and over and over. It is writing them over and over and over, but it's more. It gives a little bit of a why. And the lectures that they have in their spelling class are really great. The teachers are awesome and great at explaining how and why each of those words are spelled. There is more handouts for spelling, and those are not busy work. Those are what the students use for the practice test and the pre-test, and there's some other things like that. So most of that is just formatted for them to use with their words, with their spelling words. This is reading, big old honking book full of very interesting stories. My son had this grade last year. He really liked this book of reading. He even didn't mind his workbook, which really focuses on reading comprehension. It's a great curriculum to improve on that. There are some student handouts for reading, and like I discussed in my 3rd graders review, there are BJ book links. And these are a small chapter book that's very interesting. It comes with a folder. Hang on. There is a small chapter book. This one was really enjoyed by my son last year. It comes with a folder, and you could put this in a file or you could store it in a bookshelf. A workbook that is half of it is for the parent or the facilitator, which is me, and half of it is for the students. And so they'll read a couple of pages. It will tell them on their dashboard online, and then they'll do a couple of worksheets. So the BJ book links do not have tests with them, so it's kind of a fun little break for them. And then we have this book, which looks really cool, Forbidden Gates, Bible Truths. This is 6th grade, and they have Same thing, the teacher will go over a lecture, go over a lesson, and then they will independently work on their workbook and on their handouts. We use the distance learning program where it is streamed onto the kids' computers. They each have their own PC and they can put on their headphones and they don't interrupt each other and they don't interrupt me while they're doing their schoolwork. If you don't have super fast internet, then you can order the DVD curriculum. It's a little bit more cumbersome. You have to go get the DVD, put it in, play it, and keep up with a binder where they have a video lesson guide, and it'll tell you for which lesson, which video that you'll watch for each one. If I did not have super fast internet, I would definitely look into the DVDs. We enjoy this style of learning so much, and I have 3 kids and there's only one of me, so we would definitely look into the DVDs, but we are really enjoying the distance learning streaming. I can go to my dashboard, the kids can go to their own student dashboards, and it has everything listed right there each day, what they have to work on. They check it off and then it comes to me and it comes grayed out where it says the student has done that. I go through and I will check their work. Everything else for 6th grade and 7th grade is graded online for me. So once it's graded, I can go back and view the test and see which questions they got wrong. We can go over that if there's a gap in the learning somewhere where I look and go, oh wow, they didn't understand this part. Let's go over it together. And then that gives me the opportunity to sit down with them and go over it with them until they do understand it. Give this video a thumbs up if I answered any questions for you. Please comment below if you have any questions about BJU Press specifically, or if you have any questions about any other curriculums regarding homeschooling. I probably have used it and I probably have an opinion on it. After 8 years, we have been through a lot of curriculum and a lot of workbooks. So please subscribe down below, hit the bell. There are a lot more homeschooling videos coming soon. It's my favorite thing to talk about and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye y'all.